I was going to be here. I got a lot of responses back, which was good, but the main response I got back was, "Who is this?" And that is the worst response you can ever get in a text message, because that means that you have exchanged numbers with this person, and that they have deleted you from the system, because you are no longer an acceptable form of socializing. So my brother-in-law is in the Air Force, said that he was having some trouble sleeping when he was overseas, so he bought himself a memory foam pillow. And he said, he gave me a good piece of advice. He said, if you ever do buy a memory foam pillow, do not buy the generic brand, because it don't remember crap. So relationships will make you do some messed up stuff, and I think we can all agree on that. And I was over at my buddy's house the other day, and he was banging his head up against the wall. And I told him, I was like, dude, listen, I punched myself in the face once over it. It ain't worth it, you know? And he stopped banging his head up against the wall and looked at me like I was the one who was crazy. He was supposed to go out on a date with this girl from the internet, and she happened to have a friend who was single, and I'm always single. So it just happened to work out that we was going to go on this double date, which was great, and I was appreciative, except for the fact that he didn't know anything about this girl, didn't know what she looked like, didn't even know how old she was. So, and that's a problem, because that's scary, because I'm on OkCupid.com. And let me tell you, okay, because I don't know what Cupid's been using to get me dates, but it ain't that bow and arrow he's been carrying around. He's either been using an elephant gun or a harpoon. Cupid set me up on a date with every planet in the solar system. I know why they call them blind dates now, because you gotta be blind for it to have any chance of working out. And I told him, I was like, man, I'm appreciative of you giving me this date opportunity, but man, how much you want to bet this girl's going to want to cover me in powder and treat me like a donut? But you know what? He's my best friend. I'm not going to sell him out, right? So I go on this date, and of course we lost. Because if you check your matches on a site like that, it's never the girl next door that's a 90% match. It's always the girl that lives 3.5 hours in the wrong direction. So you're completely lost, and they call you, and you're like, well, where are you? I was like, well, we're kind of lost. You're like, where are you? They're like, well, we're passing Taco Bell. It's like, when did Taco Bell become like a street sign anyway? Because we don't use street signs, we use landmarks. So they're, and of course they know where it is. They're like, stop there. We know exactly where that is. So we're chilling in Taco Bell's parking lot waiting for them to come. And I'm like, dude, we're just sitting here looking stupid. Let's at least try to look cool. So we get out of the car, and Michael's like chilling up against like the car, trying to look cool. He's trying. And I'm like leaning up against the hood, like trying to put out the vibe. It's not working. So they finally roll in, and they was both really good looking. So at this point, I didn't care which one was my date. I was just happy that this time she fit in the car. So, you know, the date itself actually went very well. And I exchanged numbers with this girl. And, you know, women, they love to text message. So the next day, I sent her out a text message. And, of course, I get the response, "Who is this?" I'm like, deleted already? It hasn't even been 24 hours. The only thing, it was like a complete epic fail of a date, and the only thing missing at the end of the date was the guy from Mortal Kombat. Finish him! You know? I was playing in a 3-on-3 tournament over the weekend. The first thing I saw when I got there was this black guy dunking. I'm like, great, this is gonna bode well. 2 minutes later, I see a white guy dunking. I'm like, guys, we're screwed. You know, that's a bad sign. So then we get on the court, we get completely demolished. And I get off the court, and I'm like, man, guys, I really feel bad. I mean, we really got crushed out there. My buddy's like, well, you know, you're short, we're fat, they're black. I mean, what are you gonna do? I want to appreciate all my friends for coming out and supporting me, and thanks for all you other guys coming out. Later.
Yeah! Yeah! Brian Destinger!